Good evening and greetings to all my YouTube subscribers. This is Don Val. Yes, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do and subscribe to that so that you get notified when we post a new day in the system. So in this video, I want to release I title it 20 candle strategy. You just have 20 candles when the market is set. You have what, 20 candles. The last video I released was on how to trade with liquid charts. Okay, so this one is an indicator trading that guarantees 20 candles. For those of you that have small accounts, $10, $5, and if you look at now, this is $5 account. I put $5 before. I made it $20. I withdraw, I put again, I build it to $50. I withdraw it and I put it back again, and it's already building. I want to return this one. You see it's $5 something, so I want to return it back to $50. Then within this week, that is within this week, I don't trade every day. So you that focus on trading every day, that means you can double it only, but if you follow what instructions. Okay, so in this strategy is 20 candle strategies. You just have 20 candles. How do you, let us go to indicator setting so that you see the setups. And I want you to focus on the indicator windows. Forget about the main chart, the indicator windows. So when you go to F, so from indicator window 1, forget about let me show you something. Forget about all these ones, okay? We are focusing on this, just two indicators, RSI and CCI, and only one something in the main chart, which is fractal. That 3 indicators, that is what we need. Okay, that is what we need, 3 what indicators. So how do you achieve that? So what you do that when you go to your F, let me return. When you come to your F, you know your F now, your F as indicators. You see F here, you click on that F. So when you click on F, what do? You come to main chart. When I mean main chart, look at the main chart, you click on this F plus on front of main chart. So when you click on it, so what do? When you click on it, you add number one is you add RSI to it. This RSI, relative strength index. So the period should be 4, apply to close, start 2 pixel, levels. So if you want to go to levels, that means you're supposed to click on this pencil. Okay, then the levels we have is this, but when you click on that pencil, it will take you there. So from our levels, that's my group, we have 20, we have 80, we have 90, we have 10, we have 70, and we have 30. So what do? After doing that, you go back with the arrow and click on done, and it will appear on your main chart. Look at the first one, it's already here. I don't want to remove it. That is this one. So we have the 90, the 80, the 70, the 30, the 20, and that. And meanwhile, you must keep this one. Let me go back to that RSI. You must make this color visible. I use black because I want it to be visible. If you have black background, that means you use white. That color must be visible. You can make it 2 pixel, you can make it 3 pixel, but I choose 2 pixel, or you set it the way I have it here. So that is for RSI. The second indicator you are going to add from the main chart again. When I mean from main chart, because the moment you add RSI, you have indicator window 1. Okay, so we are going to add this one from here, from main chart. Okay, so you click on the main chart. When you click on the main chart, when you click here now, you now find CCI, commodity channel index. So what do you put there? The period should be 20, apply to close, start 2 pixel, visible. You can see the corner is visible. Then you now go to levels. How do you go to levels? You click on this pencil. Okay, so when you click on this pencil, we have minus 100, 100, 180, and minus 180, then 50. Then you make the pixel 3 and choose any corner of your choice here. Then you go back and what's done. So we have both of them here. You see our market is still pushing down. I told you this is $6 now. It will get to 50, and the next time we'll see it. So the market will either spike here or to move down small. Yes, because we have a resistance there. So let us analyze it. So the next thing you put from F is the fractal. Go to the main chart again. When you go to the main chart, you see fractals bar. You click on this main chart. When you click on it, bam, you scroll down and you see fractal here. Look at fractals. Look at fractals. You click on it, just open it, 3 pixel and click done. So that is all. That's what we need in this setup. So how do we trade this thing? I think I'll close this thing because it's getting closer to a zone where it will pull back. Yes, before they cut off the profit. So now, how do you trade this thing? Let me close this thing to avoid distraction and all that. Okay. Oh, I even put TP. That's okay. So how do you trade this? If you look at the RSI, the window one, if you look at the RSI, we have level 90, we have level 80, 70, 30, 20, and 10. Okay. So if you look at the CCI, which is window 2, this one is window 1, this one is window 2. Okay. So we have 100, we have minus 180, 80, and 50. That's what we have. So how do you take your entries? How do you take your sell entries? For those of you that have small account, you want to grow it. Okay, number one thing is that this zoom, you know, when you zoom your phone to the last zoom, you just zoom it twice out. That is zoom 3. This is zoom 1, zoom 2, zoom 3. So your phone must be at what? Zoom 3. It must be at zoom 3. If you must use this thing effectively, it must be at what? Zoom 3. And if it is at zoom 3, you press hold your this thing. You see, I can drag this thing front and back. So your dragging must be in between F and plus. If you look at this dotted something, let me show you something. If you look at this dotted something, you see it's in between F and plus. So that's where it's supposed to be. Then you click out. So now, how do you take your trade? How do you take your trade? So anytime, remember we have these levels here. Oh, this will stop. So remember we have these levels here. This level 90, 80, 70, 30, 20, and 10, right? So anytime spike happen and the thing gets to 80, you see here, you see this thing is at 80 here, right? And this one is, let me pick another two. When the thing gets to 80 or above 80, that is number one condition. You see this one is above 80, right? Then we look at your CCI being indicator window 2, being what? Indicator window 2, and is touching 100. But I don't usually trade mostly this one. I trade it on a scalping zone. So, and this one, you see the spike now. That's why I go. If I didn't go out, they will spike me. You see the spike just happen on the main chart. Let us see the spike. That's why I caught it, because I've seen the spike. You know, you can as well use this thing to catch spikes, but I'll tell you how. So let's go to that 5 minutes. So when you zoom to zoom 3, it must be at 5 minutes time frame. This is 1 minute. Put it at what? 5 minutes time frame. Okay. So it's because of this zone here. Number one thing, that's why it spiked. This zone, it broke here because there's a resistance here. Number two, why it spikes is because this thing touched 20 here. You see, it's tampered 20 here. It's on a zone and it's tampered 20 here. Number three spike is because it's below 100 here. It's below what? Minus 100 here. So it's a dangerous zone. Okay. So when this thing is, how do you sell boom? When spike happen and you see this thing touching 80 or above 80, but it's more strong when it's above 80. So this one is the CCI is touching 100, but we expect it to be more stronger when it's above 180. But let me tell you how you can scalp even with this little one. It's touching 100 here. This one is also at 80 here. Then, and if you look at the main chart, you see there was a fractal. That is a fractal, this crown. There was upper crown here. So the moment you see fractal crown and you look at your RSI is touching 80 or above 80, and this one is touching 100, what do you do? In 5 minute time frame, you take your trade. You take your trade. Okay, you take your trade and just connect 4. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. You what? You move out. Okay, so let us see strong signal. Let us see strong signal. So this one, it didn't touch well. We wanted to take this one, but it didn't touch well. You see, don't take anyone that is do partial touching. Make sure the thing well touched. Look at here. So look at strong signal. So this is the kind of signal I want you to be taking if you don't want to commit any error there. So you see this one is strongly above 80 here. It's even touching 90. And the other one, the CCI being the window 2, is above 180. This is 189, is above it here. Okay, so because this is 189, if you look, let me show you. If you look, this 9 is 180, right? And this thing is above it. Okay, and this one is 80, and the spike, the RSI signal is above the 80. Okay, so then here signal matured, here again is above. Then if you look at that spike, the last spike that just happened, the last spike that just happened was carrying a what? It's not here. Look at it here. So the last spike that happened carried what? What do we call it? The fractal. You see, it has upper crown fractal. So on that note now, if you use this thing to measure, you see there is a corresponding signal. If you look here, it corresponds from window 2, from window 1, and from the upper chart. So from here, you just take 4 standard candle. Anyone that goes above 80, if the RSI is above 80, and the CC channel is above 180 here, and there is upper crown, definitely you will get what do you call it? Sometimes 5 candles, but I said the moment you take 4, you go out. Look at here again. Look at here. Just look at my cross. You see here the CCI is above the CCI is above 180. The what do you call it? The RSI is above 80. So, and there was upper crown here. What happened? You connect 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 20 candles. Remember, this is 5 minutes. That is 20 candles in 1 minute. You sell for 20 minutes and you get out. Then you wait for another setup. Look at here. There was a setup here. You see this one. If you have small account, this is the best way to grow it. Stop complaining. Stop waiting for signals. So because my trading plan may not suit with your test of trading, and it may require that signal doesn't come. Look at here. There is upper crown here. There was above 80 here. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. It's above 80 here, and this one is above 180 here. So what happened? Market sold. You take how many? I say you take 4 candles. Look at the market. It moved down, but you take only 4 and leave. We sell for 20 minutes and leave. Let us see another arrangement. This one is just at 70. Is a continuation of trend. I don't join trend unless you see a fractal like this. You trade such thing as an expert. Okay, we have many setup. Look at here. You see this one at window 1, the thing is above or touching 80. Window 2 is above 180. So look at what happened. That was the upper fractal, the main chart. The price moved down. You take your candles and go. So let us see another one above 80. Look at this one. So sometimes you place like here. You see there was upper crown here. This one was above 80. This one was above 180 here. So but this one produced, okay, 1, 2, 3. The 4th candle, it is spike. As far as that thing has gone above 80 from the main window and that of the second listing, it must return and give you that your money. Okay, so and make sure it must have that upper fractal. Upper fractal is very necessary. Let us see another arrangement. Look at the arrangement here. This one is just touching 180. It's just touching how many? Look at here. You see this upper fractal must be there. That is what will give you a strong confirmation. So why I do this thing for you to build that to your small account. Look at it. From the window 1 is above 80. From window 2 is above 180. From the main chart, there was a crown of fractal. What do? You take 4 candles and go. So there's no way you take 4 candles per opportunity in a day, and you will not double your account even. Okay, so look at it again. You see, so the what do you call it? From indicator window, from indicator window, there was this thing here. Look at here, pure opportunity. This one is pure. If you see this one that projected out from the main window and out of the other one, so it gives more, it gives more energy. Okay, so you can see the massive profit is producing. So I think when I want to catch the spikes, we'll cut the spikes. You see, just like I told you, that's why if I didn't go out of them, it will spike me because of that same reason. So how do you catch spike with this? I've told you how to trade the trend. That is when this one is above 80, touching 80 or above 80, and this one is above 180, and there was a crown on the main chart. You take 4 candles in 5 minutes. In what? 5 minutes. So how then do you take your buy order? You want to buy boom or you want to buy crash? Buy is buy. Okay, it's down when this one is below 20 or touching 10. The RSI, when it's below what? 20, 920. You can see 920. The moment it comes below 920, you start putting your buy order. And then when this one is also below minus 100, this one must go minus 100. No, we have minus 100 there. Let me show you. This is minus 100. This line, this is minus 100. So when CCI, you see it went below it here. It went below minus 100 here. So, and why this spike occurred is because this one come below 100 here, and the RSI is at 20 here. Okay, so that is the moment I went out of the market, because I know there will be a reaction. So look at here, just check where those things happens. If you see all those various spike zone, you see the RSI. Let me be doing it. Let me be showing you that. So when they come below 20, when they come below 20, you see, if you look at the main chart, you see very high spikes. You see, especially this RSI, the moment it comes below 20, the moment it comes below 20, you take your buy order. You see here, you see here, you see here, when it's touch or come below, but it's more stronger when it come below. You see, but even little touch will produce a spike. Even little touch at 20 will produce a spike. You see, this one comes below. That's why spike double. You see, this one comes below. That is this spikes here. You see, that's this spikes here because it comes below. So I said it's more stronger. The lower it goes, is stronger what it becomes. Okay, so this one, look at this one now, is a continuation. You see here, this one went below, it's even at 10. That's why the spike continues all the way from here. Okay, let me show you something. That's why spike continues all the way from here to there. Yes, it's because of the lower move of this RSI. Okay, so that is how it goes. We can as well, that's also how to buy crash. When it goes, let us go to crash market. Okay, let us go to what? Crash market. So when you go to crash, you see this is a very potential buy. Someone can buy here and take how many candles? 4 candles. So even me, I can buy there now. I can buy there and the TP, because there is a resistance here. So I'll TP here for the completion of the 7504. That's how to put TP, 7504. I can buy and hold it for a while and TP. Okay, so that is that. So apply this strategy and build your money and build your account. Okay, congratulations. So we wrote, that is DOLLA community.